If you're a betting person, the chances of you getting your vehicle repaired properly are going down as fast as your rates are going up. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Airing of Grievances. I am Eric Raymer. That is Robert Grieve, and today we got a humdinger for you, so buckle your seatbelts, and I do mean those seatbelts that we referred to that Jeep requires to be replaced after an accident. And Rob, good to have you back. Happy Saturday to you, man.
Happy Saturday to you.
Yeah.
My dear friends, happy Saturday to you. I have my new cup here. I can explain it to you, but I can't understand it for you. My new cup that I use when I'm dealing with insurance companies.
We have not entirely retired the Don't Be a Dumb Butt cup.
No. We'll switch them.
But this one has worked its way into the rotation. Rob, obviously, when it comes to matters of safety, we don't want to be a betting person.
No.
But the odds of getting a proper repair continually seem to decrease.
They are on a big decline between shops that will cave to insurance pressure, and then the other shops that will that have agreements with them just to do whatever it is they want, and nobody is going to tell you how your vehicle is getting fixed.
Right.
It's a troublesome time.
Yeah.
If you've been involved in an accident, it truly is. And we got some hot off the press stuff.
Yeah, it was one of those hot off the press notices that you received from a major insurer that got our attention.
Yeah. So it's a little bit of a complex conversation, but it's really not. We're going to make it simple for you.
All right.
I'm going to read this email for you that we received from an adjuster on a 2023 Lexus.
Okay.
And it says, note, the quarter glasses are showing one-time use. And I'm going to get into this in a second.
All right.
State Farm will need documentation to support the need for replacement after they are removed, to identify why only one-time use versus reinstalling them back into the vehicle. So there are many one-time use parts on vehicles today. They're designed that way.
And just for those who are not in the world of collision repair, define a one-time use piece.
Most manufacturers would classify it as non-reusable.
Okay, so like a rivet.
Like a rivet.
Right?
Yeah.
Because once you pop that rivet into
It's
place...
done its job, and it's never going to be able to do it again.
Right.
It's one time.
Got it.
So, yeah. So we're talking about quarter glasses here.
Anybody else need to know what a quarter glass is? Because
do you have a picture?
I raised my hand. Here is a picture of a quarter glass. I had in my mind the little glass triangle at the back seat, but no, this is actually beyond that. It's the glass over the quarter panel.
Yes.
Yeah, got it.
There's many one-time use parts throughout the vehicle.
Sure.
We're just taking this one piece.
Okay.
For the sake of this email. So we know what a quarter glass is now.
Yeah.
Why would it need to be taken out? Most times it's for paint work, or if that quarter panel were going to be replaced.
Okay.
You would have to put a new one in?
Well,
maybe not.
Well, according to this, but we can go back even further on this a little bit, because in the case of this 2023 Lexus, we saw that it needed to be removed for us to effect the proper repair.
Correct.
And in that, we wrote in our supplement to the estimate that we needed to put a new one in.
Yes.
To replace it.
Yes, and they've acknowledged that here.
Yes.
They say the quarter glasses are showing one-time use.
Yeah.
Showing where? They're showing on our estimate as one-time use. and they're showing in the estimating database that we're both using the same one,
Okay.
that they are a one-time use part.
So it's not just you
No.
versus Goliath.
Right.
It's you and the database that you and Goliath use.
Yes. And guess where the database gets that information from?
I have one guess.
Shoot.
The manufacturer's
The
procedures?
manufacturer indicates that that is a one-time, non-reusable part if it has been taken out.
Here they are. That's it right there. That is the procedure. And it has a big asterisk. Bam. And it says one-time use only.
Non-reusable part.
Wow.
So, they acknowledge that everything is saying
Yeah.
that it is a one-time use part. So State Farm will need documentation to support the need for replacement after they are removed. If there was a period there, that is not so far-fetched. Sometimes we got to send procedures in to say they're a one-time use, even though their own database tells them it's a one-time use.
You're just
There's no question about it.
validating it.
Yeah. But
But? Uh-oh.
they say they will need documentation to support the need for replacement after they are removed to identify the why only one-time use versus reinstalling them back into the vehicle. So this is the procedure.
Yeah.
Okay, and let's see. I can explain it to you.
All right.
1,
Yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pages.
8 pages of procedure.
8 pages of procedure.
Okay.
And do you know what it says about the why it needs to be replaced and it's only one-time use?
No.
Not a sentence.
Not a sentence.
Not a sentence.
Not even a because we said so.
That's
It's
you understood.
You understood. It's an implied, right? But State Farm is asking for the why.
Yeah. Which don't ask me. They have their own crash department that communicates with Toyota and Lexus. Why didn't you ask them why?
They don't communicate with State Farm.
No. I don't know. So here's the thing. We're talking about a quarter glass here.
Yeah.
What about all the other one-time use parts? We have a Ford Bronco here that was fixed at another shop. And it was a big repair.
Okay.
Big repair. Probably fixed the total, but that's just my opinion. There are 117 one-time use parts to do this repair,
Wow.
and not one of those parts was replaced with a new one. Why is it important? Why does the manufacturer say this part is not reusable? If you take it out, you have to put a new one in. There's many, many reasons. They don't tell you. It's engineers that engineered that specific bolt to go into that specific nut, and if you take this out, you need to put a new one back in. And where are you going to find these things? You're going to find them in your suspension, drivetrain, airbag system, whether it's the airbags themselves or the airbag sensors.
Or the bolts that hold them on.
All of it.
Right.
And they're different for every car, every make, model, everything. You must pull the procedures on everything you're doing to understand if there is a one-time use part that needs to be replaced.
Back in the old days of the military, when you and I were just boys, there was a phrase that went along with their marching routine, and it's basically is, ours is not to reason why, ours is but to do or die. If we this strikes me as another one of the delay tactics that are common. You know, the delay, deny, and defend, right?
Yep.
The delay tactics, they're saying, give us a reason why. But if they asked why for every single one of those one-time use parts.
It'll take longer to do the administrative than it is to fix the car.
And they're not going to pay you for that either.
No. And so I'll give you another example.
Okay.
We have a very beautiful LC 500.
Oh, yeah.
Lexus, it's a beautiful vehicle.
Okay.
Guest got hit in the rear, right in the quarter panel. Right behind the bumper is a blind spot monitor. The blind spot monitor is part of your advanced driver safety assist systems.
Yes.
It's a very important piece to many pieces that are going on inside the car.
Sure.
They wrote a used one.
A used one.
Out of a junkyard. These are very, very delicate.
Sensitive.
They say if you drop it once, you have to throw it out.
What if you get in an accident once and it throws it into a junkyard? Point made.
Yeah. It is going back to where we started. The odds of you getting your vehicle repaired today are decreasing just like an anchor going into the ocean.
As your rates continue to skyrocket.
And they're going to charge you all the money and provide you nothing for it.
And you'll come out of pocket just to match what you owe because they won't pay.
Or you'll bring it to one of their places that won't charge anything more, but you're going to get what you're going to get. And it's just, I had to bring this to everybody's attention because here's what you do, folks. Ask the shop if there's any one-time use parts. Are you going to replace them? Can you show me the procedures that you used to do these repairs? And as you look through them, it is so simple to see.
Even I can understand.
Non-reusable part.
Yeah.
So did you put, well, the insurance company said they weren't going to pay. Did you call me? Did you ask me what I think? Why is it that the insurance company can decide what is good enough for you?
That reminds me to encourage you, if you haven't yet seen the video a couple of weeks ago that we posted, I'll put a link to it right up here. And it's talking about that very question. In fact, I started with the Jeep seatbelts. That's the one. Who gets to decide the repair?
It is your vehicle.
And engineers built it, not insurers.
The standard is the manufacturer. So we don't know why they want this quarter panel glass to be replaced. We don't necessarily know why they want the hardware to hold the airbags in replaced.
Yeah.
But they say replace them with new parts.
Mom told me to eat my vegetables. And when I said why, she said because I said so.
That's it. So that's what I got for you today.
That's good. That's really good. Refresh your memory of all the things that can help you, God forbid, if you ever get into an accident. We have an entire playlist called the Airing of Grievances playlist, and there are almost 300 videos there. You don't have to watch them all at once, but if you would, please leave us a like and a share. And that would be great. Rob, thank you for it. Happy Saturday.
Happy Saturday to you.
Yeah.
My dear friends, happy Saturday to you. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you found this helpful. If you have any questions, give us a buzz. Have an amazing week. See you next week.